Hey, YouTube. How is everybody doing? Come in, come in. I was actually able to go live on the computer. That is a great thing because doing the short clips is, it'd be so many short clips because you can't really talk the way you want to. But basically, this channel is about the life of Leah Caldwell, which, hello, I am Leah Caldwell. I decided to make this channel because I wanted to talk about my life journey and the things that I go through on a daily basis. Like every day is something going on in my life. Um, I wanted to just mention a couple of the problems that's going on in my life. I have a tumor on my pituitary gland, which is called prolactinomia. I did a little short clip of that. Whereas to the tumor secretes too much prolactin, and it treats my body like I'm pregnant. If a woman is pregnant, you have the 3 trimesters. Usually, when you get into your third trimesters, the highest that your prolactin usually go is probably about 200, and mine can go into the thousands, if not higher. So I'm dealing with that. You're probably wondering, well, if you got a tumor on your pituitary gland, why you didn't get an operation? Well, there's a lot of pros and cons with getting the operations when you have a tumor on your pituitary gland. It's not whereas two is immediate that I have to get an operation. I can get the operation, but you can get the operation. And they can remove the tumor. You would have to take medication for the rest of your life still because you have to supplement for that hormone that you kind of lost. So you'll still be taking medicine, and then the tumor still can come back. Versus me trying to deal with it with medication, which medication is kind of rough. There's, I believe right now there's 2 type of medications that you can take for it. There's it's called bromocriptine, and then there's Dostinex. And Dostinex is the medication that I take for my tumor on my pituitary gland. So the reason why I opted out, because like I said, once again, you can have the operation and wind up still have to take the medication anyway. And then the tumor still can come back. But also, what the tumor can do, it pushes on my optic nerve, where it says you can see that my glasses are kind of thick. These are old glasses. My newer glasses is a little thicker than this. It's like every year my vision kinds to get a little better. I deal with on top of that, I deal with the vertigo, the nausea, the body aches, the headaches. Like, I just have so much going on. The medications kind of like make me feel loopy. So a lot of times I'm not really compliant like I'm supposed to with the medications. Like, I'll take it to try to get my prolactin level down. And then when it gets down into the lower digits, then sometimes I may come off of it until my numbers start creeping back up again. But yes, it's stressful, to deal with what I'm dealing with, because before I even got diagnosed with the tumor on my pituitary gland, they didn't know what was going on with me. I mean, I had so many different diagnoses, it didn't make no sense, and was getting treated for different things. So I was kind of happy that I finally did get a diagnosis of what's going on. Now, I've been dealing with this more than 5 years, like off and on, with the taking the medications, not taking the medications, taking the medications. But according to what my understanding is, that I could have been had this for years and just didn't even know, and nobody didn't even know, because like I said, this tumor mimics a lot of other illnesses. So that is what I'm dealing with that. But then I also have CKD, which that's chronic kidney disease. So I'm dealing with kidney issues as well. Out of nowhere, I just started getting vertigo. So, I have that. My vertigo used to be so bad that I used to get them have vertigo attacks numerous times during the day and at night. Most of the times used to get me while I'm in my bed sleeping. Like, if I used to lay flat or, to get ready to to roll over, it would hit me. That is the worst feeling. If you never had vertigo, you don't want it. It feels like everything is spinning and there's nothing you can do can control it. Like when I get it, I just like start trying to like, grip things like, oh my God. It been times I even fell, I done passed out. I done fell, tore my meniscus in my right knee, which I never got that repaired because I'm the type of person, I'm kind of scared of doctors because, all these illnesses in and out of the hospital and stuff like that. So, I tore my meniscus in my knee from falling, passing out. I fell a couple of times and like smashed into walls and floors and stuff like that, to wake up the people standing over top of me, didn't even know I was down there. Thank God for my neighbor. Then what else do I? Then I have chronic depression that I deal with. So chronic depression, I stress a lot. I have anxiety attacks. I have panic attacks. What else I like? Man, when I tell you the list is so long, the list is so long. So that is the reason why I decided I wanted to start a YouTube channel, because I just wanted to talk about the things that I was going through, especially with this depression. A lot of people don't like to talk about the word or even mention the word depression because they feel as though if they mention the word depression that, people, will judge them, which a lot of people do judge a lot of people because I masked for years and not too many people even knew that I was going through depression, but I was, okay? And it had got to the point where it's to I can put that facade on like everything in my life is perfect. I'm out there in the community trying to help everybody else. I have a passion with I call them the neighbors without an address, which is the words that everybody uses homeless, but I do not like to use the word homeless. So I call them the neighbors without an address. So I have a passion for them. I have a passion to be in the community. So what I try to do is I try to get out into the community to try to keep myself occupied too, so I don't focus on what is going on in my life. I'm in and out of work. I can work and then my body will start breaking down and then I have to come back out of work and then I'm home for a few, so it's a struggle. My depression is so bad that, right before COVID came around, and when the lockdown, it really put me into like a black hole, whereas to, I didn't want to eat, I didn't want to drink, all I was doing was sleeping, I wasn't cleaning, I wasn't doing anything. So that is the reason why this page is made. Okay, so I will be getting on here periodically, talking about different things, different topics. It could be about depression. I do have a couple of short clips about depression. It could be talking about my tumor on my pituitary gland. It could be about my vertigo. Like it just could be about anything, or it just could just be happy things that happen in my life, because like I said, there's a lot of people that's going through depression and they may not have that resource or they may not have that supportive person out there to support them or even to talk to them about. Now, don't get it twisted. I didn't like to, want nobody to know I was depressed because once again, I didn't want nobody to judge me. I used to have people like if I would mention saying that, I'm feeling down, stuff. Oh, the girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. Oh, you'll be okay. When people is depressed, that's not things that you should say to somebody that's depressed because it's not like we can just go into the corner and say, okay, depression, poof, be gone, and it's just going to disappear. No, it's not going to go nowhere. It takes a lot, it takes a lot. And my first step was when I started seeing where I was going, that it was time for me to reach out for help. I wasn't, my whole thing is how could you be helping other people and you can't even help yourself? So I knew that was the time that I had to go and get some help. So I seek therapy and I go to therapy. That kind of put me into the tunnel to see the end of that light that's at the end of the tunnel, because I never think that I was going to see that light, like never thought I was going to see it. I struggle every day with it. I do not take medication for it. They want me to take medication, but I'm on so much medications now that, I'm trying to wean myself off a lot of stuff. And that is the reason why I don't, take medications. So subscribe to the channel, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, click that bell. So when I start going live and I start posting my short clips, you can pop on. If you know anybody, invite your friends, because like I said, if I can help and reach out to 3, 4 people, I did what I was supposed to do. Okay. That's 3, 4 people that I reached out to and not touched them. Like I said, depression is hard to deal with, especially if you're trying to deal by yourself. Like I said, don't feel bad if you're depressed. If you know that you're depressed, if you can find that reliable person that you think you can sit down and talk to about your problem, talk to them. But if you feel as though that you cannot talk to them, then reach out to somebody professional. Don't go through depression alone, because a lot of people deal with depression different ways. Some people deal with depression by cutting themselves, which I never did the cutting. Some people go through depression by overeating, or won't eat, like how when I go through my depression, I don't eat or drink. Some people sleep a lot. Some people don't sleep. Some people wind up killing themselves by committing suicide and stuff like that. And we don't want that. Keep an eye on the babies, y'all. Keep an eye on the babies. Kids go through depression too. Sit down with sit down with your kids and have a conversation with them, like what's going on in their life, how was school, talk to them, because sometimes kids give you hints and they give you signs, but we overlook them because we'll be like, oh, they're just a kid, and the kid is just, oh, they'll be okay, and sometimes they not. It's a lot of bullying going on. Kids may not be up to time with the clothing. They may not be able to afford those new sneakers that's out, or the clothes, or the pocketbooks. So, like I said, sit down and talk to your kids. Sit down and have that conversation with them. So just wanted to jump in with this little quick, introducing myself. Like I said, I'm Leah Caldwell, and this is the reason why this page is made. So I'm going to go, because when I come back, I want to have some good context. Just bear with me. This is my first time doing a YouTube channel, so I still got to learn the ins and outs of it. I don't know how to do no intros. I mean, I've seen people, have some fabulous intros when they come in. That will happen later on down the line for me, because like I said, I'm still learning, and I'm shocked and I'm glad that I actually can go live. I can't do it from my phone, but I can do it from the computer. And it was funny because I just got on here because I was just going to do a short clip, and when I clicked on this, I'm like, woohoo! Guess who's live? Leah Caldwell's live. Leah Caldwell's live, or streaming, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm one of those. So I'm going to go. Thank you so far to the ones that did subscribe. I don't have too many subscribers, but that's okay. As the page go, I should be getting them. So I want everybody to have a blessed Monday. Hit that subscribe button. And when y'all get that bing bing, jump in, because either I'm going live or I'm doing a short clip. And I even want to have Q&As where, I can get on and y'all can, pop in and ask me questions about, what I'm going through. How do I feel? What do I do? How do I deal with this? I don't have a problem answering questions, and this is the reason why this page is here, because I want to be able to help someone else. Like I said, I'm not 100% there all the way, but like I said, if I can reach out to 3 or 4 people, then I did my deed. So I'm going to go. Everybody have a happy Monday, and I'm so glad I can go live. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of things I talk about, and y'all going to be like, what, for real? Because if you look at somebody from the outside, you don't know what's going on in the inside. So I always tell people, don't judge your books by a cover until you read that story. Okay? So I'm going to leave that message with y'all, and I'm going to go. Once again, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Now I got to figure out how to end this.